Hey everybody, Norm here, Norm's Record Toys. I have my buddy Freebo, who's one of my old good buddies. Came in.
Old is Albert.
All my friends are getting old,
right.
except for me, of course. But the deal is, he's got a Christmas tune that he wanted to come in and share with us, and you know, we like to let everybody get a listen. And also, you're teaching on, what's your site?
I'm teaching on jamplay.com. It's a wonderful website, jamplay.com, and I've got these. Actually, it's a 1 week free membership. If you go to jamplay.com/card and you create an account, put your name and create a password, put in this code. This code is 974D as in dog, A56C. One more time, that's 974DA56C. Put that code in, it gives you a free week. You can peruse the site. It's got a bunch of teachers on there. Mary Flowers is a wonderful blues guitarist. Randall Williams, the fellow who taught me this partial capo, is on there. David Wilcox is teaching on there. I'm teaching on there. Doing some bass stuff. It's not up yet, but I'm doing some guitar as relates to songwriting, which you might find interesting. But it's really cool if after your free week you decide to join us, $20 a month, which comes out to about 65 cents a day. You can go on anytime, 24/7 on your computer, 6-camera shoot. You can scroll backwards if you don't get some. So it's a great way to learn and to do it on your own. And it's not quite interactive, but you can do whatever you want. Any teacher, anytime, all for the low price of $20 a month.
You know what's really interesting is that Freebo is really known as a bass player and a tuba player. Played with Bonnie Raitt for many, many years and loads of other people. But his acoustic playing and his songwriting is spectacular, and his singing. And he's got an album, a dog album. Being a dog lover, he comes in here, and if he wants to see me choke up and start crying, he does Old Shep. And I have my dog Paddington, who I'm absolutely crazy about.
How old is Paddington now?
Paddington's about 9. So I mean, you know, if you have a dog and you love him, and then you think, you know, how much time you have to spend. Don't listen to this tune unless you want to cry, you know. But Old Shep, he knows how to.
Well, we did that a while. That's on another.
That's on another video, right? That we did
from a while ago.
And you know, it chokes me up every time he does it. But and the whole album is related to dogs, and then he's got all kinds of other records out, and his acoustic playing is spectacular. And it's funny that he's known as a bass player and tuba player, and he plays the hell out of both of those. But I mean, if you were doing this in the early days, you probably would have been known more for this than the other stuff.
Well, it happens when it happens, how it happens, where it happens, and this is not an original. This is a Christmas song you all probably know and love, but it's my own particular arrangement of it. And it's today's the last day. It might be the last day we're alive. Today's December 20th. Tomorrow's the 21st, so you never know what's going to happen. The Mayan calendar ends, and of course, I talked to a high-order Indian friend of mine, a guy named Rainbow Eagle, lives out in Ohio, a little bit west of Columbus, and I talked to him. I said, Rainbow, I said, tell me, just honestly, what do you think about the whole 2012 thing? And he said, well, he said, it is in fact the end of the Mayan calendar, so it's the end of an era. I said, but what you don't really hear most of the time is there are 4 eras. I believe they're 5,400 years. It might be 5,100 years.
So we got hopefully a little longer.
So this is the end of the 4th one, of the 4th world, and the good news is it's entering the 5th world. And the good news is,
so if you want to order any guitars from Norm's Record Toys,
right now,
you will still probably be
tomorrow.
Here.
Special end of the world sale tomorrow, right?
There it is.
There you go. Norm's going to give you at least 2% off, maybe even more.
See that? Spending my money as usual. All right. Anyhow, Freebo, grace us with this too.
Here we go.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some from mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, maybe Happy Birthday, maybe even Happy New Year, but most of all, Merry Christmas to you.
Woo! Nice, beautiful, buddy. And it always fascinates me with this 3-note capo, or how you do that, where you're playing behind the capo.
You go. Or major. Just a real quick thing on this partial capo. This is made by Kaiser. It's really cool. I think there's a couple other companies makes them. But I work with Kaiser, and it covers 3 strings, and if you put it on the 2nd fret, on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th string, as close to the fret as possible, it turns it into a dadgad. D-A-D-G-A-D, which is a really nice kind of a folk tuning. This actually is dadgad because I'm tuned down a whole step, but you can do the same formation in E. And what happens is you can then think with a D shape. So it becomes a combination of, if you did this with drop D, just dropping this, will give you this. If you did double drop, D, you get this. If you do dadgad, you can actually do it with one finger. You can play your 1 chord, your 5 chord, your 4 chord. Or this. So go. How many roads must a man walk down before they call him a man? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. All with one finger. So you can do all these cool things. You can still do your G chord. See? Yeah. It's a nice G.
Very cool. Just watching you do that, you know, it's just very interesting because you know, people that don't know that that exists. It's a cool thing.
I've written quite a few songs with this because it changes your playing because you hear things differently, and so when you hear things differently, you think differently, and it gives
efficiency
ideas,
and movement, you know. So.
And it's yeah. There's plus you can do it leaves it open. So all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. So. Check these out.
So all you folks, check out Freebo on
FreeboMusic.com.
FreeboMusic.com, and your teaching site again.
Jamplay.com. Jamplay.com.
All right. Well, it's always great to have my old friends coming in, and
thank you,
Freebo, you know, I'm a big fan of his music, and it's always a pleasure, buddy.
And it's a pleasure to know you. Pleasure to be able to come in here and just play all these wonderful guitars. And Happy New Year, everybody. Happy holidays, and all the best.
Same from us here at Norm's Rare Guitars. We love you all. Thank you.